Hi hookers. Okay, so we're going to be making this scarf bag, and there's a very detailed video that goes with this, but I just want to give you sort of an intro, step you through what the process is. It's very fun, super creative. One of my hookers made one and I flipped out and had to make one and figure out how. So you're going to get yourself a big basket or whatever, a box, and you're going to collect vintage scarves. Start asking around. You will be, everybody's got these just jammed into a drawer and they're not even using them, and they're like candy for us. So you're going to take these vintage scarves. You can kind of color, like code them, so to speak, if you want a bag that's a particular color, but I didn't do that. I just used a bunch of different ones and it worked out really pretty. And then what you're going to do is you're going to rip them into strips, which I'm going to show you how to do, just like this. Don't get all particular about like how wide, I don't know, it's about, you know, a little less than an inch or something like that. Then you're going to tie them together. Again, you'll see all the details. And then you're going to just start crocheting with them. I used a 9mm, up to you, but I would use a bigger hook because you've got, it's not like yarn. You have to sort of, you'll see, like get into it. And then of course you're gonna need some scissors, and that's about it. And your panels are gonna end up looking something like this, which I don't know about you, but I think is gorgeous. I mean, I don't know, I just love it so much. Anyhow, so now let's get started. What we're gonna do is we're gonna rip up our scarves, or in this case, my Zara top that I never wore, but I really love the color and I wanted pink in my bag. And so just to give you an idea of how this project starts, you're going to tie your strips together. I mean, it's up to you. You can rip a bunch and then tie them together. I just kind of did it as I went. I don't know. It's not a really great Netflix project because you can't hear the TV that much because you're ripping. But whatever, you can listen to music, listen to the latest book on Audible or whatever. So then you get this long, you know, ball, let's call it, of a scarf, right? I think when I started, I ended up with like a big ball of it, so I didn't have to do that much. Then you're going to decide how many stitches will go across your bag and then give one extra stitch. We do the one extra stitch because that's going to give you a little bit more to seam. And then you're going to just, as you normally would, hop on to your hook with your scarf yarn, and you're just going to start crocheting like that, just a chain. You know what, guys? You need to use a bigger hook, and just pretend that I have one because I don't right now nearby. Okay, meanwhile, you're chaining on around a 9mm. 9 or 10 will work great. I mean, it will also work with small, but I just think it's easier with the big hook. All right, so here you go, and you make your chains, and then just go back the other way, all right? So you'll count the first couple rows, and then you can eyeball it, and then occasionally every few rows, you know, I always say that, give a count just to make sure you're in the right ballpark. It's never a problem or reason to panic if you're off by 1 or 2 stitches. That's what I love about crochet. I wouldn't want you panicking over anything, but certainly not that you have, you know, 1 extra or 1 less. Then that's all. You've got your chains going. At the end of every row, you're going to chain 1 and then turn and go back the other way. That is the whole pattern. Then what we're going to do is we're going to seam them together. And the way I'm doing that is super simple, and I'll, you know, detail that out for you, but just so that you see, I'm just using a big ball here of some black yarn. It hides really easy, and it is going down the side. And then of course I'll do the bottom of the bag of each panel. And I'm just sort of scooping up from one panel to the second panel, and then bringing up a loop and doing a single crochet. And I'm just going down the panel side, and it's connecting, and I like it because it's very hidden. You don't see it at all. Then I'm going to do, of course, the bottom and the side, and then I have a canvas bag, and I'll link where you can get these. You can use any size, And of course the purse can be any size that you want it to be. And so once I'm all seamed up there, I'll have the bag, and then I'll just sort of stick this thing right in there. It'll just, you know, kind of find its way in there. And I measured it ahead of time, so I made my panels the same size as the little canvas bag. And then I like the little handles just as they are, so I'm gonna leave them just like that. More details to follow. Hookers. Okay, so we're wrapping up our gorgeous bag, which is going to be the talk of the town. So here's how you finish it up, and then you take it out on the streets. You know what's kind of cool is you don't have to do a lot of weaving in because you're using this canvas bag as an insert. So what I do is I just fold it in half and I put it inside, and then I unfold it. That just helps me kind of get it in there. And I know it already is going to fit beautifully because I measured it before, and that's how I determined that I was going to use 18 chains. And remember, you're going to chain 1 after every row. That's how your bag is going to grow. We seamed it with just regular worsted weight yarn, and that's it. Okay, now I'm inside. Okay, how do I get the bag to stay? The last step before you take your cutie pie out for a stroll is I just use, oh, why do I have this lint brush? Because there was a lot of fray from the scarves, so I just cleaned it up, and I think that's a good idea too. The other thing you can do is when the whole thing is done, you can give it a brush like that, and you can even, see what's coming off of it? You can even take a big scissors and just give it a little haircut. All right, now we're inside. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a regular sewing needle. In this case, I'm going to use some black thread to match the bag, but you could certainly use a color and that would be cute. And when you sew it on, you just want to use a running stitch. You can use a whip stitch or a running stitch. And all you're doing is you're just going to start on the inside of your bag so your knot doesn't show, not like it would, but anyhow, and then you're just going in and out. That's what a running stitch is. In, out. It's a straight stitch. And that's what's going to attach the material to the bag. And I'm using a little bit of a thicker sewing thread, but that's because the bag is canvas. You can double your thread too if you don't have that. And so you just move yourself along the top all the way around the bag, and you will be sewed in. And then once you're sewed in, just take your bad boy handles and you'll be all connected, and you just go about your way with your cute little scarf bag.